I was called by the Minister of Agriculture very frustrated. He was saying that Ms. Chan, I don't know Ms. Chan, is a young entrepreneur trying her very best to start her own business that has done everything possible to be able to import the plants to Belize. She had a previous problem a few weeks ago when she had all her permits and everything in place, and then she was being stopped at the border, giving problems at the border, and could not bring in her plants. And again, Minister Mike called me as the minister responsible to ask me if I could please ask the people at the Customs Department to ask them to please process that permit or that order, whereas if it stays on the other side, it is going to be they're going to spoil. They're going to die. So again, I had to call and ask, and it was done and everything, and nothing happened. This time around, now again, I was in the middle of a meeting again, and Mr. Mike called me again, very frustrated. Again, he says the same person is having the very same problem, and saying that now Baja had approved and they have approved, and that everything was in place. I think he even said that Forestry have approved a permit for them to bring in these. I know that there is no a staff member from the Forestry Department that was now attempting to take away these plants. I was in the middle of a meeting. I quickly called my mother-in-law, so I called her as if I can speak to the officer in charge, and the officer in charge was very rude the way he behaved, and said, well, only his boss can call him. And I said, well, I'm asking you as Prime Minister to please allow them to come in, and then we can deal with the facts afterwards, since it was already here, and that if there was any, he did not cite anything about CITES, by the way. One of the biggest problems that we have in government, and the Forestry Department is no exception. It's not that the only one, sorry. All of the other departments, they all have their rules, and sometimes they drag their feet. You have the problems with DOE, with geology, with lands department, and you have people that want to provide a service to our citizens. You have people that have invested a lot of money. You have small businesses like this individual, like Ms. Chan, who they put their life savings to try to get a permit and to try to open a business. And when we drag our feet, we create serious problems. Yes, I called. That person was very rude and set down the phone on me. And I'm certain he would not dare do that to Dean Barrow back then. But he did it. And I'm going to speak with the minister about that. But more importantly, our public officers. You know, previously, our public officers were referred to as public servants because they are here to serve our citizens. And there are many instances when I find that members of our government drag their feet. And there are some instances, and I'm not suggesting this was one of them, but there are instances that they drag their feet because they want to be compensated for the work that the Belizean citizens are already paying them.